One thing I want to try and get for my helmet, those of you watching, I recently purchased this Arai Signet X helmet, and I absolutely love this helmet. It is really comfortable. My helmet before, though, just like the one Kevin is wearing, was a modular helmet, and inside it has this little sun visor or tinted shield you can bring down inside for when the sun is shining, just to keep it out of your eyes. But with this helmet, it doesn't have that option. I don't think there are any full face helmets that have that option. I was asking at Cycle Gear, where I purchased this one, and they said on the full face helmets that are Snell and DOT approved, they don't put it in there because then it can't get the Snell approval. So that lands me up with wearing sunglasses under my visor. And yeah, I actually, I think, preferred the internal little sun shield. So what I'm gonna try and look for is like the new thing everyone's getting are these transitional visor shields for your helmet. And yeah, getting to look into something like that. They were quite expensive when I checked a few months ago, like $200 to get them done, and hopefully the price starts coming down as they become a little more popular. But I think I like the idea of that transitional shield. Not that the glasses are uncomfortable, but like when you're riding in sunny weather, it was nice to be able to pull that visor down, and when it's like this and there's no sun really, and you could ride without your sunglasses, you could just lift that visor up again. But with wearing sunglasses, I don't have the option to do that.
There's a good chance this is what it's going to be like on our northern trip.
This kind of misty, rainy weather?
Yeah, once we're going through Frisco area because of the fog.
So yeah, we are planning a what was that?
No, it's just, we are Hollywood, baby.
Yep, we are in Hollywood, California. Hollywood, California. We are planning a trip right now that we will be taking sometime in June next year again. And we plan on going out to Crescent City and going to see the Redwood National Forest out there. So that's what we're planning right now. That'll be like a 6-day trip for us, with all the stops we're gonna do, going up and coming back down. So one of the reasons why I'm doing this trip today, to get that trailer, is so that on those longer trips that we take, we can pack a little easier and have room for everything.
Not to mention a few emergency things just in case.
Yeah, my saddlebags are packed with a bunch of things. I've got a jump starter, a portable jump starter for the bike in case I have starting issues. I have a portable tire inflator by Fantic that I have on the bike, and then I have a tool kit I carry, and then some other essentials in that, and then
don't forget the brake fluid.
Yeah, we left our stop in Page out in Arizona, and I had no clutch, and checked my reservoir and it was very, very low, and so good thing I always on the bike have with me an extra quart of oil and brake fluid as well, the .4 brake fluid. And so yeah, that came in really handy.
Man, what a great day for a ride.
It is nice out here today. One of the advantages of wearing this adventure gear like I am right now, I've got the pants and the jacket on, and Kevin has the jacket on, is this textile material is completely waterproof, and so no problem riding in the rain like this, and you know, being dry on the ride. And it's a really comfortable jacket too.
Yeah, it is. Did you end up putting your liner in?
I do have the liner in. I do.
Put mine in too last night, just as a precaution, man. It's keeping me just on the edge. Just not too cold and not too warm.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same. I'm gonna come to the center lane right here. For some reason your volume dropped quite a lot.
Inside voice.
What's that?
Said I'm trying to use my inside voice.
Ah, oh, you're practicing for when Judy's around?
Yeah. I don't want to get scolded.
Yeah, you need to use your inside voice and she needs to use her outside voice. Looks like we've gotten through that little rain patch. Oh, that'll spoil someone's day right there, that alligator lying in the middle of the road.
Yep.
Hey, what are you doing? Free sit-in sleep commercials for my channel right here? Or your mattress is free? Yeah, I hear your radio.
I think we spoke a little too soon about
the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
You don't hear it hit my helmet?
What's that, the rain?
Yeah.
Nah, I can't. I looked up Santa Barbara this morning and there's not supposed to be any rain there, so at least we know we're riding into clear weather.
Right, it's just coming through the north side of LA and maybe part of Oxnard and Ventura, right there by where we go down the hill.
Hey man, I got a bone to pick with Chris Caliente.
What's that?
He's the one that says it doesn't rain on the Goldwing, it rains around it. Why is my Goldwing wet?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him that.
For those of you that don't know who we're talking about, Chris Caliente, he is motor vlogger. He is out from Tennessee, and he rides a 2016 as well as a 2021 Honda Goldwing. If you ride Goldwings or if you love motorcycles, there's a great channel to follow on YouTube, Chris Caliente. Yeah, he has this saying that always goes, it doesn't rain on the Goldwing, it rains around it.
I think his theory just might have gotten busted.
Hey, what are you talking about? I don't see any rain.
Yeah, okay. Well, considering you're in California, you don't get 4 seasons, you only get 2.5.
It's kind of crazy, especially when it gets to around Christmas time, and normally around that week of Christmas we have weather that's out in the 90s, and the rest of the nation are having snowstorms and all kinds of bad winter weather and that.
I was reading, they're saying this is going to be a really wet season, and I'm just like, these guys can't get it right one way or the other.
Yeah, last year was supposed to be a dry season, and then it rained like all hell. So now they jinxed it. They said this year is going to be a rainy, wet season, so now it's going to be dry.
Well, no, they're saying it's going to be a super El Nino, because the water's still really hot coming up from the Gulf, from Mexico and that. The temperature's still really, it hasn't started cooling down yet. Which you probably have noticed as well when you're in the water.
We've been out on our dives. It's still been, there was one dive I went on with those guys where the surface, no, that was the day I went diving with you, where surface temperature was like 70 and then down below was 65.
Yeah, when we got down to what we did, 60 feet, 55 feet, it was barely 60 degrees.
Yeah, and now this week water temperatures are back down in the low 50s again.
Probably because of that storm moved in some colder water. But they're saying on average right now the water tends to be, it's still way too warm for this time of the year. Which I just read what they say as like, okay, they don't know what they're talking about again.
Yeah, there's let's come one over to the left and just get out of all this traffic that's moving in and out. Cool, thanks. Yeah, I mean, you can try and predict the weather all you want, but the weather's gonna do what the weather's gonna do. It's like,
yep.
Yeah, I just wanted to get out of those 2 lanes right there where traffic's moving in and out from exits and all that.
No problem. You also got the 405 coming up, so they're going to be going in and out from that. Man, it's hard to believe I used to drive all over this area.
Oh yeah. What do you know what city we're in right now?
We're coming up on the Balboa Basin. The water, the dam and watershed area. Well, that's right where the 405 is. Or wait, maybe we passed it.
Next kind of main area is going to be for us, once we hit 405, is going to be Santa Monica, right?
No. The 101 doesn't go past Santa Monica. It will be Thousand Oaks.
Oh, okay, we'll go through Thousand Oaks, okay.
We'll go through Thousand Oaks, and then we drop from that one real high mountain and drop down into Oxnard. Or at least it looks like when you're coming the other way. We're in Tarzana.
Reseda. Hey, it's just nice to cruise like this though.
Yeah, it is. I'll tell you, dude, if I could do it right now, I'd retire, just jump on my bike and take off. Just pick a direction and go.
Yep. If you can afford it, you should get yourself a little cabin out like in Arrowhead or Big Bear and go from living down here to living up there, you know, and just... I'm gonna come one more over to the left.
I've thought about it.
There are some nice price cabins up there that are kind of fixed cabins.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are doing that where they purchase them for a really cheap price, and then they spend like 80,000 to 100,000 to fix it up, and then it looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that, but it's where would I want to go? Because I probably want to be logistically probably like Big Bear.
Yeah, Big Bear is amazing. I also like that area out in what is it where we ride for the Julian, where we go out for Pine.
Yeah, that would be another possibility.
That's a really beautiful area.
Yeah, it'd have to be somewhere where there's a little bit of population, so you're not going...
Yeah, the nice thing about Julian is you're also so close to the ocean, so...
Yeah, that is true.
And then Julian also gets snow too, but not as much as Big Bear.
No, well, it depends. If we get a cold enough year, they could actually get more than Big Bear.
Yeah, this year past with the rains coming through San Diego, they got a hell of a lot of snow.
Right, because they catch the water coming up out of San Diego, coming out of the south, so yeah, they got the potential. It's just whether or not it's cold enough.
So you guys are watching us here right now. Thanks for joining me for my ride and sticking around watching us just chat and taking a nice easy ride. We are on the 101 freeway. We just came through the Hollywood Reseda area going north towards Santa Barbara, and Kevin's behind me. We are on a mission today. When I was on our trip out to the Grand Canyon, we pulled out of Vegas, and one of the first things I said that morning was, man, I think I am going to be in the market for a used trailer here pretty soon. And I was thinking to wait until December, January, when it's the really cold, rainy months, and that's normally when people will sell motorcycles and things like that. And I thought I'd get a really good deal on a trailer around that time. But I've been just keeping an eye on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and some other sites where trailers are being sold by owners privately, and found this Can Am RT622 trailer that I'm going to be hitching on the back of my motorcycle. So finally found one, and the price was one that I couldn't pass, and so my wife and I decided to make the purchase on that. So that's what we're out here for today, going to pick up the new trailer. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to adding that to the arsenal here on the Goldwing. And yeah, I think everyone that rides a trailer, the word they use is comfortable. It adds to your comfort level when you're doing long distance touring. And like I said to you guys, this coming year we are planning on a nice 6-day trip, and most of our motorcycle rides actually land up being anywhere between 700 miles to 1,000 miles to 1,200 miles we do on a normal day trip. And so yeah, just having the ability to take some extra stuff, take a cooler with you and have your drinks in there and whatever lunch. My wife and I are kind of meal preppers, and so we have quite a pretty strict-ish diet that we follow. So we plan our meals out, and so it'd be nice to be able to keep our meals cool or travel with them in a cooler and that kind of things, and have the space for all of that. So yeah, that's what we are to do here today. And if you're on the channel watching, want to take the time and write down in the description right there, if you guys pull a trailer with your motorcycles, doesn't matter what it is, let me know what make of trailer you're pulling, what motorcycle you're pulling it behind, and then also how long you've been pulling your trailer, and then any advice you have for being I'm new to doing this on a motorcycle. I've done it on a car many times, but I'm new to doing this on a motorcycle. Some things and advice you guys have, trailering and being new at this. Kevin, I don't think I've mentioned this before, but Kevin is a heavy-duty equipment mechanic. He works as a supervisor right now in a department overseeing that, but for years he started working at Toyota as a mechanic, and then he worked for the city of LA as a heavy-duty mechanic, working on like bulldozers, tractors, and all kinds of heavy-duty vehicles. And so he just doesn't know it yet, but the first thing he's going to be helping me do is we're going to pull the hubs apart on that trailer, and we're going to be greasing bearings, right Kevin? So yeah, that'll be one of the first things we do. Normally when we have a Saturday where the weather's really good and diving conditions are good, we'll be out in the ocean and we'll be diving. When the weather's good and diving conditions are bad, we'll be out on our motorcycles riding. And when everything is bad and not looking the way we want it to, that's when we do maintenance on our motorcycles. So we both kind of run the same servicing intervals on our bikes. Year in about 1,200 miles or so, I'm due for my oil service, and Kevin will probably do his at about the same time. We both run AMSOIL in our motorcycles, and I'm also going to be bleeding my front and rear brakes and bleeding my clutch and changing out my spark plugs, and then also doing a change on the final drive oil. And those are all pretty easy jobs to do, but yeah, I've still got, like I say, 1,200 miles to do that. But before that, yeah, sometime pretty soon in the future, we will be at Kevin's garage at his home, and we will be greasing or packing the bearings on this Can Am trailer.
Yep.
Like I say, don't let him know that we're gonna do that yet. I haven't told him about that. Oh, look how gorgeous these heels look coming through here.
I know.
I was stopped at the gas station waiting for Kevin out in the city of La Mirada, where we were going to meet this morning, and I had a LA County Sheriff's Department vehicle pull up next to me, and I'm like, oh man, what does this guy want? And he just came by, walked up to me, admired the Goldwing, and said, sir, you have a safe ride. That's a beautiful motorcycle right there. That was pretty nice. He went inside, got himself something to drink, got back in his vehicle and back out on patrol again. And man, shout out to our law enforcement right there. We appreciate what you guys do.
Yes, sir. You know, I figured out why he came up to your bike.
Why is that?
He had to salute the flag.
Ah, yeah. You guys tell me what is wrong with this picture right here. I am riding a Honda and I have an American flag on the back of my bike right there on my antenna because I love my country. I am an American citizen now. I love my country. Kevin is riding a Harley, which is an American made motorcycle, and there ain't no flag on that motorcycle. He breaks my heart every time I go out on a ride with him. I don't know what's up with that.
Hey, you just said it. This is American made. It's got a big flag all over it.
Oh, it's funny.
If I had the big antennas that I could put it on mine, I would have a long time ago. But those cheap ones that you put on the lip of the trunk, they either break off or they wear out the trunk.
Oh yeah.
So they say don't even spend your money.
They a lot of people on these Goldwings, and also like Kevin was talking about on the Harley, they come out stock out of the factory with this long antenna on them, and I thought about it for a second about changing them out for some shorty antennas, but I actually really like the look of the long antennas. When you bought your Harley, did it have the shorties on there, or you changed it out?
No, he had already put the shorties on it when I got it. And there's something like 45 to 60 bucks an antenna.
Dang.
I'll keep the shorties.
And you
like 10 bucks.
And you pick up the radio pretty good with the shorties? Yeah.
I haven't noticed a problem as long as you get the right ones, because they do have to be set, because you got a CB and you got a non-CB, so if you get the wrong one, it will affect
your reception.
Yeah.
This is beautiful, man. We're making some good time. We've just got an hour left to our destination. Says we'll be there at 9:45, and I let the seller know that I'd be at his place by 10 o'clock, between 10 and 10:30.
Gives us time to get gas.
Yeah, we can get some gas. It's a fancy looking LA Fitness right there.
Yeah. I'm surprised those are still around. Most of them have gone to those Eastport fitness centers or a Sporta.
Man, it is, talk about fitness gyms, it is so easy to sign up for a contract at the gym. But you try and cancel your contract at the gym.
Oh, hell no. They ain't letting you go.
They will send you around in circles like crazy.
Yep.
I think to sign up, I used to belong to LA Fitness, and to sign up it took me like 15 minutes just to get all the paperwork signed and all that kind of stuff. When I walked in there to cancel my contract or subscription with them, it probably took me 2.5 hours just to get in and get out of there, because they try and convince you of why you should be staying there.
And that was so easy only because you walked in. If you tried to call, it would have taken you 3 weeks. In and out. That's a cool looking in and out.
Yeah.
Alright, start looking for Ray. This is his neck of the woods, isn't it?
Yeah, he is all up in this area right here. Calabasas, Malibu. What is that? What is that fancy? Is it called the Oaks? That fancy place where all the celebrities live, and up there he patrols that area
yeah,
too.
Something like that. This is basically the other side of that. This is the, I think this is the edge of Calabasas, where you go into Simi Valley. Oh no, we're in Thousand Oaks now.
Yeah, we're in the city of Thousand Oaks right now.
Man, it's been a long time since I've gone down the 101 this way. They've cleaned it up and made it nice.
To the 23 north?
Yep.
Where does that take you to?
To the 118.
Okay.
See?
Out to Ronald Reagan Presidential Library.
Yep.
And let's cut over to the left and get past this van right here. No, why is riding so slowly?
Probably just not paying attention and